All right, let's do this. We have been on an incredible journey building up to this moment, and today we're putting all the pieces together. We're going to look at the full picture, the Agentic AI blueprint.
Story. Once upon a time, there was a world where AI was a brain in a jar. Remember this? Not that long ago, AI was brilliant, but it was stuck. It couldn't do anything. It was trapped in what we called pilot purgatory. It could have a conversation, sure, but it couldn't actually act. That was the problem we had to solve. So, level up, study buddy. Let's build.
You know, we've covered so much ground in just 55 days. We went from the basics all the way to the deep, complex ethics of these autonomous systems. And this whole journey has shown us one critical thing. Agentic AI isn't just a slightly better chatbot. No, it's a whole new way of thinking about intelligence.
So let's zoom out for a second. The huge shift we've been talking about is this move from that passive brain in a jar to a truly proactive digital coworker. We're talking about an agent that doesn't just wait for your command, but actually plans, acts, and learns on its own to get a job done.
So this is the big question, right? What is the secret sauce here? What's the magic that turns a simple chatbot into a powerful, autonomous agent? Well, it's not just one thing. It's a complete cognitive architecture.
And that architecture is built on 8 essential pillars. This is the blueprint we've been working towards, the very foundation of autonomy. Let's break them down one by one.
First up, perception. The agent needs senses. It can't be blind and deaf, right? It has to be able to take in and understand all kinds of data. Images, audio, code, not just text.
Next is reasoning. Think of this as the cognitive core, the brain of the whole operation, where the LLM actually analyzes problems and makes smart judgments.
Then you have planning. This is super important. It's what lets the agent take a huge high-level goal and break it down into small, manageable, actionable steps.
Action is where the rubber meets the road. The agent has to use tools and APIs to actually execute its plan out there in the digital world. Memory. This one is huge. It's how we solve what I call AI amnesia. The agent has to be able to learn from its past and build context over time. And then we have orchestration. This enables teamwork. You can have specialized agents collaborating, working together as a multi-agent system. And to keep it honest, we need RAG, that's Retrieval Augmented Generation. This grounds the agent's responses in a reliable source of truth, so it's not just making stuff up. And finally, reliability. This is about building in self-healing loops and strong governance to make sure the agent is safe, predictable, and trustworthy.
So when you snap all these pillars together, what you get is this really elegant 4-layer architecture. You've got the cognition layer, the brain. It uses the tooling layer as its hands. The memory layer gives it a history, and it's all wrapped in a governance shield that sets the rules. That's the whole system.
Now, to actually build this, you need a totally new mindset. You have to understand the difference between a chef and a vending machine. We have to stop thinking of AI as something we just talk to and start engineering it for specific, reliable outcomes.
This is the huge shift from what I like to call vibe coding, just throwing prompts at a model and hoping for the best, to true agentic engineering. Instead of just guessing and checking, we're systematically building a reliable, proactive system that is designed to get a very specific result. And this analogy just nails the difference. A traditional chatbot, it's a vending machine. You punch in a code, a specific prompt, and you get a specific item out. That's it. But an agentic AI, now that's a master chef. It understands your intent. It gets that you're in the mood for Italian, and then it plans the whole menu, manages the entire kitchen, and perfects the final dish. It's a completely different level of thinking.
So why does any of this matter? I mean, what's the big payoff here? Well, the outcome is absolutely transformative. This isn't just about cool new tech. It's about changing the very nature of how we work.
And the numbers here are just staggering. When you deploy these agentic systems, you can free up to 40% of an organization's entire capacity. Just think about that for a second. That's 40% of your team's time unlocked from tedious tasks and redirected toward what humans do best: strategy, creativity, and real innovation.
So here's the bottom line for you. Your role is going to shift. You're going to shift from being a doer to becoming an agent boss. You're no longer just executing tasks yourself. You are orchestrating a team of incredibly capable digital coworkers. You set the vision, you manage the agents, and you oversee the outcomes.
All right, you ready? Time for a quick mastery check to make sure all of this is sunk in. Let's solidify everything we've just covered.
Here's what I want you to do. Open up Notebook LM right now and ask it to summarize the core concepts of our journey into these 4 key takeaways. Number 1, the shift to proactive agents. Number 2, the 4-layer cognitive architecture. 3, collaborative orchestration with multi-agent systems. And 4, how we achieve trustworthy autonomy through governance. Go on, give it a shot. See what it comes up with.
And that's a wrap on our blueprint. The knowledge is officially in your hands now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the final stretch of our journey. Until next time, stay agentic.